How you doing? This is Sean from Sean's Fish Tanks. I haven't put out a video in a bit. I've been kind of out of the hobby. I've been sticking with my freshwater tanks for a bit, and you know, I'm enjoying them. I still have my freshwater fish tanks at school, but I got out of reefing mostly due to money. I mean, it was just having some frustrations with money, and that has finally done the turnaround. Things are coming together. I've had frustrations with money now for about 3 years, and the hobby, I was doing really well up until that point, and selling coral and growing coral and doing all kinds of fun stuff with coral, which is my biggest love in this hobby, is coral. And I just kind of couldn't afford it, and now I'm back into it. Things are better. I can afford just about anything at this point if I'm getting back into it, and I don't foresee getting out of it at this point. I'm going to try to stay into it at least with one system, and just collect what I can collect and grow what I can collect. I don't know if I'm going to start selling again. I may sell stuff that I frag. I don't have a good editing on my videos. I plan to try to do that hopefully at Christmas time. I'm thinking about, you know, spoil myself with an editing program for the computer so I can put out some better videos. I've had some pretty decent videos over the years, especially if you go back to the 2015, 2016 of my stuff, but I've definitely progressed in my knowledge of the hobby. Not to toot my own horn, but I've gotten a little bit better at taking care of SPS, and back then I had a lot of struggles taking care of SPS, especially the Acropora. SPS not so much, but Acropora. Now Acropora I can keep alive now. It's been pretty good about my processes, and been learning. So, and I don't want to lose all that knowledge. It's a great hobby. It's fun to help people. I help a lot of people build their stuff and give stuff away half the time over the years. And now that I've been back into financial graces of positivity, I am grateful to give stuff away and get back into the hobby and spread the knowledge. So let's get to this system. Don't mind the moving around the camera. It's the best camera I got. My iPhone camera is like shakes back and forth, so it's busted. I can't do it on there. Let's go over this system and start off anew. This system's about I want to say roughly a month now. Almost a month, a little over a month, but with fish and coral, it's been a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I kind of rushed things a little bit, had a little issues here and there, but I've had some luck with the way I've been filtering my tanks and operating my tanks, and I feel like I can handle it. So, without further ado, this tank is a 80 gallon deep blue, built on a steel stand, little custom build here. The wires are a little bit of a mess still, haven't organized that properly. I got the 360X's on here, which are pretty nice. I love the color spectrum. It's 10 times better than the old ones. I'm liking the spread too. I do think I need some kind of accent lighting, more than accent, more of like the bang for the buck, which I'm putting on here shortly. It's going to be too much bang for the buck, but that's what I want. This is probably going to be mostly Acropora dominant. I'm going to throw a lot of other things in here. Hopefully they stay alive, but it's going to be Acropora dominant. What else? I have one MP10 over to the left. I have my Tunsies pump in here. I have an old Hydor right now. I have a Tunsi new, I think it's the, let's see, this is the 6315 or 4315 skimmer, and this thing is a beast. It puts out so much skim mate. I watch a lot of YouTube and reefers that I think are great, and I watch Sanjay and Paletta has this skimmer, and it competes with his Vertex, and it's a fantastic skimmer. This thing rocks. Then I have my Clara C 5000. This roller mat is the bomb. Best thing I've ever invested in, and I knew it would be. It was just a matter of footing up the bill. This filter roll has now been on here since the 1st of June. It is now 3 weeks, and it's not even halfway through. It is the bomb. Like, it leaves no detritus in your sump. Beautiful, beautiful unit. I don't have my water change system on here yet. I'm kind of just running with the flow here for a little while, seeing how I like just doing regular water changes. The automatic water changes are great, but what I will say about it from the last one is that doing manual water changes, you can get the detritus out and move things around a little bit better, and I just kind of like the actual maintenance part of it and how your corals respond. I have a custom-made algae scrubber. I did not want to spend $800 on it, and this unit with the acrylic and the light, I think, cost me $50. Besides the pump. The pump I already had. It's a size, one of the smallest pumps they have. I think the pump was $40. So overall, my algae scrubber cost me maybe $100. The light is an Amazon light I picked up. I think it was like $24. The acrylic I picked up on Amazon. I made the box. It just kind of flows into the return chamber here, it's fantastic. It really rocks. I mean, this thing puts out some water. I can't say much more of that. Then I have my return. I have the Kessel controller for the lights. I have a pH monitor, which right now my pH isn't really where I want it, but at least it's stable. It's right under 8. I'm trying to get my pH up, but I have to do that by water movement or kalkwasser, and I don't have enough corals to dose kalkwasser yet. Matter of fact, I'm not really dosing anything. So these are some of my corals in here now. I have a good friend that helped me out. I got some outer chaos. You can't see the color because of the blue spectrum. I don't have a filter on here. I got some Certosa, tons of different zoophragms, you know, Supermans. I've got blue tubs back there. I've got Rastas, scrambled eggs. I've got Bam Bams. Got some Acropora, some Anacropora. I've got a Twort. I've got some Slimer, some Monty, some Stylos, some, what do you call it? Can't think of it right now. I got some Candy Kings and a couple of Zors and some Bird's Nest throughout the tank. I got some branching Stylophora back there, and I got a really nice toadstool that one of my buddies that I'm helping out gave me, and that thing I love. Really loving it. So anyways, this is the tank. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully I can keep things alive. Got a new wrasse I picked up yesterday. He's a flasher wrasse at Petco. He's gorgeous. He's got all kinds of color. Yellow, red, blues, purples. Gorgeous fish. More purple, red, and yellow on him than anything else, but just gorgeous. Hopefully he doesn't jump. I've got the kit to build the netting, and I ordered the BRS netting because it's like 10 bucks, and I will have a cover on this tank because these flasher wrasses are known for jumping. I've had tons of wrasses that don't jump, but these flashers are definitely known for jumping. I had a buddy that lost several of them. The one that actually hooked me up with most of these corals. And my famous coral that the buddy that sent me the coral had. I bought this coral at one point that it was but probably about 14 inches across, and now it's about 18-20 inches across at my buddy's house. Bought it for $200. Coral that size nowadays probably cost you $1,000. But anywho, really excited to be back in the hobby. Really excited about the equipment I have. I try to keep you guys posted. I don't know if I'm putting the automatic water changer on here. Let me see if I can get this to stable again. I do know that it's a great unit, and I do know it was definitely nice to have it on here on the last system I had, but I don't know that's necessary on here, and I don't want to ramble, but the way things are going now with the filter roller. Really great setup, and I just want to collect and maybe even start aquaculture in some minor stage. I'm not really sure. I know everybody's like, you know, going that route, and there's some big contenders out there, but I would love to grow coral. It's always been my dream, and now that I'm back in the hobby and I've got some connections, I'm going to start packing it in and see where I go from here. And I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. Later.